goes through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Emmitt Smith, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson completes it to Hardman. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Emmitt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go now. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Jackson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He can run for it, and he will. They find some open field here. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get
It's a pickup of 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Five down. Stand up. Check. 45. Here we go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they don't have any points on the scoreboard. Went for the fake. Maybe they feel like that'll jumpstart them a little bit.
You kind of get the sense that they thought they could come back to the field goal again if they don't create something out of this. But they pick up the first down. Maybe they can get 6. At worst case, they line up for another field goal and kick it the next time and get the 3 that they just turned down there for good reason.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement?
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Mike, 45.
Throwing again. Jackson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on third and long. Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And some space here. And bulldozing his way through. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Show it up, show it up. Slam, slam, slam. Let's go. Come on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Ready? Black, we do that. 22. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Let's go.
Second half begins with a run by Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, no doubt about
The
it.
legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Smith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Now here's Michael Dixon. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think it's easy to say mission.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tackle. Wide. Get wide, set.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 65 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Again, it's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Play action now. Winston Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 35 on second down, Jackson, he's going to launch this thing. And this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. George Kittle, 35 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Ready? Blue lady. 45. Down to lose 1. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it here with Smith. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Jackson to throw. Caught by Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Now Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He completes it to Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson being chased out left. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Second and 10 at the 6.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you